Danielle Graves, model, actress, entrepreneur. Many people may envy her, but Danielle Graves is living under a dark shadow. For an unknown sinister force keeps her hostage, feeding on her very essence.
Started maybe 2 years ago. When I started doing more magic stuff and opened up my third eye more and realized that I had these gifts, then I realized that I could communicate with these spirits and they were coming to me because they knew that I could sense them. Pretty much as a child, I kind of knew something was different about me, but I just couldn't figure it out what it was until a few years back. I just know that they didn't stay for a long time, but that's all I pretty much know. I don't know if they knew something was there, but even if they didn't, they're lucky they got out, they got to go. I do, because I notice anytime I try to do something positive to improve stuff in my life, something will go wrong with my car or my animals. I noticed every time I would try to move forward, something just would always stop me, and it was unrealistic stuff. Trying to move out, every time I made the attempt, something would stop me from moving out. Like, I'm talking about over 10 apartments. And it was unrealistic things, and rain would just start pouring, and the realtor would just say the places are no longer available, and my stones would just fall off out of nowhere. And I realized after a while it wasn't just bad luck, that something wanted me there because it feeds off of my anxiety, and I'm the main target for them because of my anxiety. I noticed that the dog is very they all have anxiety. He has a lot of anxiety, and the cats are constantly sick and at the vets and throwing up. They're always having some kind of, they just don't feel good, and it's weird because they're taken care of so well, and I know that it's unrealistic stuff because they don't actually have any bad diagnosis. They're healthy cats. Yeah, he went downstairs out of nowhere, out of a deep sleep at around 4 o'clock in the morning, and he just threw these tomatoes all over the floor and just threw up on them and walked away.
The cat's name is Mason, and he never seemed to exhibit any type of hatred or disgust towards tomatoes or any type of vegetable.
I think something definitely happened and something is there, and that's the start of it. And there's more than one thing in this house.
When most people think of their home, they think of security, belonging, and privacy. But to Danielle Graves, home is an unsettling place, full of dread and misfortune. A place where spirits whisper in the dark and horrifying apparitions haunt the hallways.
There's a feeling in there that I really can't explain, but it's not a good feeling. I think something definitely happened and something is there, and that's the start of it. And there's more than one thing in this house. He said he heard and saw a lot of things, and he just did not feel comfortable being there. He stayed up all night, stayed in the room, and then said, "I can't sleep here anymore." It was my room, but now since I did a cleansing in there, it's now the room across from mine. You feel it definitely on the stairway. I seen it after I cleansed my room, and I walked past the hallway and I seen it walking with its head down. She kind of resembled me in a way, but she was a lot taller.
I don't know who the entity was, but I felt that it was pure evil.
It was a white spirit that walked past the mirror.
It seemed like this lady in white just came out of nowhere.
I've tried several things, and the problem is I don't know what I'm up against. I don't know what it is. And the things I've tried, it calmed it down a little bit, but they're there and they're not going anywhere. And if I don't know what I'm dealing with, I don't know exactly the correct way to get rid of it. It's pretty much keeping me at a standstill. So I don't know how to move forward because, like I said, I don't know what it is. And I have to say, definitely I have nightmares, and I've heard things in the middle of the night in my ear saying certain things to me, just like words or noises. There's only so much research that I can do to find out what it is, and it's like one of those things that I have to figure out for myself exactly what it is and how to get rid of them.